not mad tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem, The Binding Blade, with me, Blankulo. It's time for Chapter 19, the battle at Bulgar, where there may be a few nomads. As long as you are not mad, I am okay. So, after defeating the Dejut, Roy moves towards Bulgar, the largest city in the Sakai. As a center of commerce between Etruria, Bern, and Ilia, Bulgar has a history of being a free city, without rule. That sounds terrible. Anarchy. However, after Bern's invasion, High Chancellor Rorts now holds control of Bulgar with Bern's support. Roy enters Bulgar with the hopes of liberating it and learning more. We need revenge against Rorts anyway, he kind of ruined our stuff. So it's a nice big open map. Again, good for nomads. Let's have a quick look around. So we've got our force kind of split in half-ish. And there's kind of a locked door here. So you could probably bring a thief to get through the center if you want. But if you don't bring a thief, which I don't think I want to, we could break some holes in the walls on the left and right flanks of the city. In fact, there's a couple holes we could break. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to... long term, we're going to split one group left, one group right, fight through the Wyvern army, and then enter from the sides and meet up around the middle, or however we breach the inner walls, we'll figure that out. So right off the bat, there's a couple nomads to each side. I've put Cav and Wyverns in probably range to wipe them out right away. The second big group is some nomads in the middle, and I'm thinking maybe Geese will lure them down to the bridge or the forest or something, and he'll just slaughter them all. And then we'll start moving. Now, inside the city, well, there's a few things of note. Number one, there's one Killer Lance Wyvern in each group. There's also one Anti-Axe Wyvern in each group. And then the leader has a Silver Lance. So that'll be the same thing for both sides. It's nicely symmetrical, basically. Other threats, we've got some air calibers here and there, so it's again not a great map for flyers. Unfortunately, this whole route into the Nomad Lands is kind of bad for flyers, and I know I'm bringing Zeiss again, but I think it'll be worth it in the long run, and if I can squeeze out some supports and maybe get him a level or two up, hopefully along the way, I think he'll turn out good, especially if I can get him some speed later. Plus, who else am I going to bring? Like Percival or Lilina? We got so many mages, we don't need Lilina right now. So, other important notes, there are Swordmaster enemies, which are like Berserkers. They get that plus crit bonus, which is definitely something we need to be extra careful about. Plus, this guy has a killing edge. So this is perhaps the most dangerous single unit we've run into yet. A base of 21 damage isn't too much, and someone like Zeiss with another level up or two could actually counter him pretty hard with a lance equipped. Because I think he would do, well, it's 5 base damage minus the weapon effect, I think, which is minus 2 damage. So he would take, I think, 3 damage times 3 for a crit if he got hit by a crit, which is not very much. He might get doubled though. I didn't check his speed. These guys are pretty fast, 18, so yeah, he definitely get doubled, so potentially 18 damage for a double crit. But he could tank that. And all he really needs is like a couple level ups with some defense, and he'll be fine. But what you really need is like a general, like Boers or Douglas or something, who has like 20 defense, and then something like that is not a problem. But I don't have anyone like that. Otherwise, any interesting characters? Oh yeah, there's some enemy mages with long-range status effects. Nothing terrible like Berserk, but, you know, Sleep and Silence are annoying. Lots of nomads, just everywhere, so be careful with your archers. The nomads all basically have short bows, so you know the drill. And then the nomad leaders, or troopers, have both. Our boss for this evening will be Kel. I've never met him before, but he looks like a pretty strong swordmaster. Maybe on par with Rutger, honestly. Pretty much on par with Rutger. So, yeah, be careful with him. He's got that light brand, which at least it doesn't drain HP. It does have a range 2 attack, but the range 2 attack is much weaker than the range 1 attack. It just does 10 damage, I think, without any mod. Like, it's one of those weird ignores all stats and just does 10 damage type things, which we could definitely get through. So that's probably the plan for him. So that's all of that. As far as units go, I mean, it's the same as last time. I thought about switching Percival in, but I want to get Alan and Lance to level 5 or so, if possible, so we can compare fairly. And Lilina, I don't really need more mages right now, and I don't think she's as good as Loof. Plus, Loof has some supports to be building up, whereas Lilina has already got the only support she's going to get. So, we're bringing Zeiss to try to build his supports up, to try to carefully get him some kills with Melody. They do have good defense, so the archers aren't probably going to one-hit them, so we can use them once in a while. And then Shanna, of course, is mostly protected from archers. We're bringing the silver card again because there's some shopping options in this map, and Clarine and Ellen have restore staff and physics staves now because I learned last episode, or last chapter, that physics was really good, of course, and I want to use it some more. Okay, so that's it. Fight it out. Look at that, I got through the intro in like 6 minutes today. New record. And we'll have 10 minutes of dialogue. You watch. No one stopped us yet. Well, I'll give Zeld some credit. He knows he might be facing his death, and he's meeting it with good bravery. Duty, hey? Beware the Silver Wolf. Oh, it's time to talk. It's always on the battlefield, Guinevere. Why can't you talk to me at camp where it's safer and no one's going to interrupt us like Merlinus? Let's try to get this again. Right, I sort of remember that. Right, that's why the king, the old king, favored Guinevere, right? Yeah, it's all coming back to me from the last game. She could just write us a letter that we could read after the battle, maybe? Quit giving me, like, little teasers in the middle of the... Right when we're about to be attacked by nomads. Alright, so I'm thinking... Let's send in the cav. I would like to prioritize Alan getting a kill. It's not gonna really work, is it? Okay, that'll set it up. These enemies are so weak that almost anyone will be able to kill them in one action. Except Alan. And it's not like his slightly higher than average strength is really making up for his lack of speed. Sure, why not? Just wipe him out. Fight for your right as paladin. Who's going to be the top paladin on this army? Alright, so Clarine and Lance. Clarine and Deke. Rutger and Deke, but not quite. Now, for the middle... I think we're gonna put geese in the forest. Oh, only 2 of them can get him in the forest. And, he should be fine, especially with a good hand axe. Although it'll break soon enough, but it's fine. I'm also gonna switch Ray over. He's gonna join this group, so they've got 2 healers. And he doesn't really need... Like, he's only supposed to get a rank B with Loof anyway. Loof is supposed to be getting a rank A with Ellen, if it can be done. But I was gonna let him get a rank A with Chad, if that ever happens. It might not happen. Alright, on this side, Zeiss has the same problem Alan has, basically, I'm sure. Better damage, but still same problem. Maybe the Jav... Oh, this is kind of dangerous. Yeah, the crit would be pretty bad. Also, this will kill him anyway, of course. Well, I was hoping I'd get Zeiss a kill, but it looks more likely... Actually terrible. I figured they'd be able to easily wipe out these units with the flyers just zipping over and killing them, but... We could kill 1. Let's just let them come to us. They'll probably charge us anyway, right? If they don't attack, they don't attack, but we'll see. And then we're gonna use Roy, I guess we'll send him along with Shanna. Alright, so the wyverns are coming right at us. Or at least some of them. I had a feeling geese in the forest would be totally safe. Good, so they took the bait, they came closer, that definitely helps. Alright, geese is definitely my best axe guy since Hector. No doubt. Oh, old people. Possibly a white wolf. I'm sure we'll learn more of those later. More of those 2 later. So we want to be in a good position to counter the killer Lance guy. They're at the back of both groups. So we want to make sure this guy can't hit anybody and that hopefully we've got some magic able to move up and smash him next turn. Maybe not so much on this side though, because we're not really doing quite as well. Alright, so Ray... Maybe have you take out the guy in the middle? Sure. Fine. Not like we're getting much XP for these lowly units. Okay, so we want to wipe these 3 out. Optimally, we get Zeiss a kill, but... It's been difficult. Set this up. So I guess what we could do is attack here, dance him, and then attack again. I'm really hoping that we get some speed when he gets a level up, if he ever gets a level up. I don't know if I'm asking for too much. Sure, that's cool. Alright, and then, to be honest, the one thing Shin is failing at is leveling up his sword. Let's go for some swordery. Alright, and I love his sword animation on his horse. It's pretty awesome. And, I guess Loof should be the next priority here. And he is fast enough to double these guys, so at least he's got that going. A little bit fragile, so gotta be careful with all these nomads around, but not too weak, like not at risk of being doubled at least. Alright, and then yeah, I'm gonna send Geese this way as well anyway. That's gonna be my left side party, and this is my right side party, plus Ray if I can catch him up. So priorities, I could get someone into the forest to lure out a couple attacks. That would be fine. If they're safe, basically. So we could do it by carrying Deke over there. The Axe Reaver could not reach him. He'd be hit by lances, so we'd want him to equip his axe, probably. Should we do that? Yeah, that'll work. So we're gonna want Lance to carry him. Hopefully we've got enough movement for this to work. To this square. And then Clarine will take him, drop him, and stay here, because she gives him good support. Sure. And she'll be out of range, right? So she's safe. And then Rutger just moves up for support. Also staying out of... Well, he's in range. Oh, she's in range of that one too. Whatever. I mean, one guy could attack, not deep. Okay. Look, Clarine might take a couple hits. She'll probably be fine. She's got all of her supports nearby, so she should have pretty good evasion. It wasn't quite optimal, but we'll manage. I guess if we move Shen up, she'll protect Deke as well. Yeah, I'll actually put Shen right here. And make sure she got a... Oh, I forgot to equip his... I was supposed to switch him to an axe. That was my bad. I forgot that. Didn't quite do the perfect setup. Because the killing edge will work, but we probably could have not wasted the killing charges. You know, we could have just used a cheapo axe here and ranked his weapon XP up a little bit more. Alright, next turn we gotta be careful with that group. This is where I would have really liked the axe, because... Well... Sure. 50% crit, why not? Deke's good. No question. Now hopefully Clarine will be close enough to deal with the killing... killing Lance Wyvern. And I kind of like, we've kind of managed to get it set up so we've got two groups that support each other, and there's not really any crossover, so like, these guys sort of all work in support in conjunction, and so do these. There's not really anybody that's missing out on support points because they're not in the right group, so that's pretty convenient. So that's the one that really needs to be killed carefully, probably like this, and that will do, so we're just going to do this right away. Always careful with the killer lances. I mean, now that we've got like good HP pools and we've got some very defensive characters, it's not as dangerous as it used to be, but you should still be pretty careful, right? Let's try old Lanceroo. He can double here, but not enough damage. Or Alan is the one I meant to say, yeah. Maybe we weaken him a little bit here? Yeah, that's good. Sure. She might get a crit. It's fine, it's fine. Trying to let Alan get a kill? No, no, no. Alright. So that'll basically cover the right side. Start moving some forces across the river, although it'll take a while to get everyone caught up. Oh, they're already ready for A rank. Excellent. Rutger only needs to make friends with Deke. Deke. I forget. I think he's supposed to be A with Shanna, right? Yeah, Deke is supposed to A rank Shanna, so that's true. So we want to put them... Oh, he's right beside Shanna already. Good. Just leave you here. You two work on it. Roy can move up for now. Good enough. Now, if these guys are heading over here, that's going to be kind of annoying, but I feel like they'll probably... If we lure them down, we can probably get them in here. Again, we can stand in the forest. The killing edge can't hit us. The Axe Reaver can, so be careful who I put there. Alright, so we want... You know, Geese probably can withstand an Axe Reaving. He's only going to get hit by 2 units anyway, so he'll be fine. Oh, he can't make it. Okay, well, we can do it like this. Move there. Lalum dances him in. She's close enough to give him some defense as well. And she'll be out of range of the wyverns herself. And we'll make sure he's got... That'll be fine. You could go Sword Reaver to beat the Axe Reaver, but why bother? It gets weird when you're doing double Reaver battles. I think it just turns it back to normal. Or we could just be super aggressive and have Shin run up there, but no. Alright, so let's position... to this side, I think. Don't put anyone... Okay, so we need to stay down, like, to this line. Zeiss, Shin, Melody, friends with Ellen, friends with Loof, and we want to send Ray to catch up with Roy and all those buddies. Alright, nobody needs healing or anything. Good stuff. Physic would have shown staff there if anyone need healing, so it's really easy now to check that kind of thing. So yeah, I figured likely, even in the forest, the Axe Reaver wouldn't be terribly dangerous. And this is the one I really wanted to counter anyway, because it would do more damage. Good. No crits, but that's fine. So same thing, hopefully the killer lance guy is in range of one of my mages. Maybe? Well, okay. That's going to be Shin's job for sure. Make sure this guy's dead. Yeah, because none of the mages are going to make it that far. So, well, we could dance them, I guess. Lalum does add a lot of opportunities. So, we want... I'd like to get Zeiss a kill. Let's just open with Shin here. Because no matter what, the Killer Lance Wyvern must die. If we leave one alive, as long as it's not this guy, we're safe. Because I'm sure Ellen can take one hit if that's what happens. Although I kind of doubt that we're going to have to worry about that. Oh yeah, Air Caliber. Ha 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 ha! I forgot. Anima Magic. It's good. I haven't used Loof in a while, but yeah. Just for fun, 42 damage. It's insane. Yeah, it's an okay level up. So I would like Zeiss maybe to manage a kill in here, you never know. Not fast enough, but that's enough damage if he hits. Excellent. That's my boy. You keep it up, buddy. One of these days, you're gonna soar. And then, probably should let Ellen get a kill, because why not? Well, why not? Specifically, you want to rank up her weapon skill, because you want to use that Divine Tome at some point. And then, one pitiful Wyvern Rider. We'll go with 16 times 2 won't actually kill it. And we just, maybe I should preserve those throwing axes, actually. Oh, you know what we could do? Because I was just talking about, training up Ellen. As much as, Air Caliber would certainly ruin him with Loof. Loof doesn't really need the weapon skills. Ellen's the one that needs to keep practicing, specifically. She's basically the only person that's gonna have a really hard time S-ranking her attack magic that we need. Okay, and this basically exterior of the castle is or the town is completely clear. Good. So all we're doing is at this point moving in coordination for supports. Let's get Lance Allen up to A because maybe that'll help me keep them around longer. You never know. Right now, Lance would probably destroy Alan 1v1, so... Yeah... Maybe... Maybe he should eat some humble pie. But yeah, I guess that covers Alan. Alan has no other supports that I was planning on training him up. His only other option was like Thea or maybe Roy, and neither of them were kind of available, so that's what he gets. You know, comparing the two, I'm pretty sure Lance would win, but maybe Alan will get some good level ups. We'll see. Okay, so we're gonna put these guys in formation for supports. Send Ray over. And then we're just going to move towards the broken wall in formation, basically. That shouldn't be that difficult. Rutger doesn't actually need to train up with Clarine anymore, so she can kind of zip ahead at burst speed. And that's why having her support Lance is a good idea, because they can all move together, and it's really easy to keep them in a group. The slightly slower characters should be support with each other. But, you know, it's not a big deal. Unfortunately, Shanna does not have any similar speed supports. So she's sort of delayed a bit. And then over here, Zeiss is kind of my number one. I need to get him supports. And I did make sure that each side has a restore staff wielder, so I am prepared for sleeps and so on. This worked out. Oh, I should have healed up somebody a little bit there. Oh well. This worked out pretty well. Cool. I think what I'll try to do for this first episode is start the breach, and then next episode we'll deal with the center, basically. Nobody's got... Until I break through the wall, the only thing we have to worry about is, there's no long-range offensive magic, it's just some status ailments. So I can rush up pretty quick here and it's nothing to worry about. Now, you probably could lure someone into a ranged battle here, and I maybe will try to do that. I'll even go with Nosferatu just to really show him how powerful dark magic can be. The power of the dark side. Alright, so Deke is kind of the linchpin for this group. So we'll keep him up. We'll move him first, basically. And again, it'd be nice... and difficult. This is like the only spot we can lure them with. So we need someone who can withstand an Hellfire and a Steel Bow. Probably someone like Shin, honestly, but we'll see. Alright, so the slowest person in this chain is the mages. I guess we'll heal Lou, but it doesn't really matter. 5 experience or whatever. I really wish, what was I saying? I really wish, flyers could fly over walls in this game. seems kind of silly that your flyers are stuck by a wall. Alright, you took the bait! Well, you managed to hit him. Good job. Oh, I'll be taking all that HP from you now, by the way. Nosferatu. Stupidly overpowered. That's why I haven't used it so far, is because I know it's just too good. 94% sleep, wow. Well, they'll be able to get away with that. Really? Alan just dodged a 94%. He's trying hard to stay on the team, guys. He's really working for it. Alright, so on this side... Yeah, I think we should still lure out the ranged attacks here while we can fairly safely. Loof might be the best option. 7 defense, lots of resistance. The magic will do almost no damage. The bow will do some, but he's fast enough to not be in danger. Shin could also do it, but he's at such a high level. The flyers shouldn't. Geese could as well, but let's try to get Loof up there, basically. Might as well take the relatively safe, easy kills here on counter while you can. And we're just gonna go with basic fire. It should be enough against the enemy mage, but I didn't check. 8 resistance. Yeah, he's dead. And we'll also give him his bonus. That's perfect, right? Perfect timing, even. Congratulations, Loof. You know, he could play it the same way. I really don't know if it's dangerous for a frail lady like you to be on the battlefield. Yes! You two defend each other. That's great. So they're supposed to get A ranked. So that's good that they got their support there. Oh, that's right. I actually messed it up. I have Loof on my list with an A rank with Ellen, a B rank with Ray, and a C rank with Melody. There's a problem with that. One of them isn't going to work. I'll probably skip Melody's. Actually, yeah, that's fine. Melody's just going to have 2 B ranks. She'll be fine. She's better off with these guys anyway. Well, Ellen... Well, it's Melody and Ellen. I'd rather she had A rank with Zeiss, but Zeiss is supposed to... Well, actually, now that I think about it, it's probably going to take a long time for Shin and Zeiss to support because they're not as compatible. Maybe we'll just go Melody, Zeiss to A because it'll be quick. And then Melody won't support Loof or Ellen. Because, yeah, it was Ellen and her aren't as compatible. It's fine, whatever. Plans are meant to change. Sure, let's go for the gate. There's no longbows, right? So yeah, they can't attack us while we're destroying the walls anyway. The silver lance would probably make the quickest work of it, but it's kind of valuable. You're supposed to be by Zeiss, yeah. Sure, we'll break it next turn, easy enough. No problem. Okay, I feel like this will probably work. Oh, so Ellen did get C rank with Melody already. That's fine. Yeah, we can just... Yeah. Yeah, this is fine. Just had to sort of change up some of my long-term strategy a little here. Alright, so we want to break that wall. Magic is a really good way to break walls, as it turns out, because it does high damage. Sometimes. well, dark magic, I guess, because you can't dodge it. Axes are also pretty good because, specifically, they can't be... You don't have to worry about missing. And they do higher base damage, is all. So if we open this wall this turn, the mage will get a free attack. Not that that's the end of the world, but, let's not do that. Okay, Roy is too slow because he's not promoted to keep up with the group, so he doesn't get support points. Oh no! All my strategies for naught! Alright, let's see if this works. Good dodge. Stupendous damage. And then the foolish mage. Not even one chance. Now, one of the cool things is a lot of the magic has sort of interesting animations for crits, but you do need to equip them and get the lucky crit on it to work. Alright, so here we go, trying that silence. Did that... Oh, it did take effect. We finally got silenced. Alright, Alan, last time you were able to dodge this. What is the deal with that? Is he immune to silent or sleep? 94% and he's dodged it twice in a row. That's impossibly good odds. Anyway, the gate should open shortly. And there'll be reinforcements coming next turn. So let's cut the episode here. A little early for today. But we're kind of at a good... We're about to break through the wall. Start fighting inside the castle. And, I changed... Yeah. The reinforcements will be a surprise for next episode. That'll be fun. Alright, folks. Thanks for watching. We're in a good position. Even though he's silenced, we can handle that on our next turn with Restore. So we should be fine. And we'll break through, kill the mages, and start dealing with... Well, next episode I need to be fresh, because we got to be smart with these guys. They're scary. Alright, folks. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed. And I will see you next time to finish this chapter up.